do we have some people here for our live today? Welcome back from the holiday weekend. I hope you can hear and see me. I am really thrilled to have a little show and tell for you today. So if you're new to Club Scrap, I am Tricia Morris. And Club Scrap has been around for 26 years, and we've been making monthly kits for scrapbookers and card makers, as well as some really fun projects. Oh, I see Club Scrap, our team here giving you the welcome, so it's good to see that. Hi, Julie. Hope you're doing well and you had a nice holiday weekend. I sure did. I had family in town for a solid week since last Tuesday, or last Monday rather, and it was a really nice time with family, and it was just such a great holiday weekend. I hope you had the same. And it was very hot here in Wisconsin. Our warehouse is based in Neenah, Wisconsin, which ironically is known as the home of the Paper Valley. So for over 100 years, paper has been made right in this area, and maybe that's why I love paper so much. But I have a really fun project I wanted to spend a little bit more time sharing with you. And especially if you're brand new to making projects, maybe you've never made a handmade book before and it's a little bit intimidating. Maybe if you've tried it and struggled a little bit with perhaps other instructions. One of the things we really pride ourselves on would be our instructions. We spend a lot of time trying to make them as clear and concise and organized as possible. And maybe you've made a project with us before and can attest to that. But we also coincide those instructions with a workshop video that makes it hopefully easier to follow along. Or if there's something not clear in the instructions, the video can resolve that for you. Now, most of our videos are uploaded to YouTube, and when they're there, I do try to put little bookmarks within the video so that if you're struggling in a certain area, you don't need to scan the entire video to try to figure out the answer to your question. You can usually find it more easily just by the way it's broken down. Green-Eyed Cat gave me a little reminder. Thank you for the reminder. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way, when we do go live, you will know we're going live and you'll be able to participate in those. But if you are here for the replay, you're welcome to be here as well. It's just that you can participate in a live chat. And so yes, this is live, not pre-recorded. So if it seems like I'm chatting with other people, it's because I am. So thank you for joining us here if you're live or in the replay, of course. Be sure to give us a like on this video and subscribe to our channel. That really does help grow our small business. And we have a great loyal team here. Karen is just down the hall from where I'm standing, and she's going to be answering any questions you have, as well as sharing links to some of the items I'm going to be sharing with you. So I thought we would just, take a laid back tour of the Interactive Waterfall Book. This is an updated version of a past project, and the improvement we made on it was to add this waterfall feature. I love waterfall features in the back cover, which allows for a lot more photographs you can add to your book. So I'm going to show you mine with all the photographs added to just kind of give you an idea of how many pictures it takes. But first, I will show you the kit that you'll receive if you were to order it. There are two ways to order this project. One is the whole project, and then the other is just with the components. Oh yes, we are wishing Karen a happy belated birthday as well. She had her birthday on Sunday, I believe, and then we are going to have a little lunch today to celebrate Karen here at Club Scrap, which I'm very excited about. Okay, so without any more blabbering, now that we have a small crowd formed, I'm going to switch my camera view over to my desktop here and zoom in a little bit on this. And I've got my screen mirrored and my laptop here showing me your comments. So there might be a little bit of a delay. So if you ask a question and you don't hear your answer for about 5 minutes, that's because we're on a delay. So again, by way of review, this is the book, and it has all kinds of fun features, which I'm going to show you in 1 second. But first, I just want to show you what you get if you were to order the book. The entire kit, comes in a pretty small little package here, but it includes one complete Tunisian Tiles page kit. So that's all of the papers, the prints, the cut-aparts, the photo mats, the ribbon, and all the embellishments. All of that is also included in the complete kit. And then 2 sheets of our folding board substrate. And let me just take this out of the package. Excuse me. So if you're not familiar with our folding board, it's an original product designed more for the luxury packaging industry, really high quality. You would find this maybe in a perfume box, for example, and it's really, really heavy. It's not as heavy as mat board per se. It definitely isn't as heavy as mat board, probably closer to cereal box thickness, but just the quality of this is so nice that we can allow it to be displayed. I mean, the black here is the folding board itself. So it makes a really nice, element to support the heaviness of this book, gives it a great feel, and you get 2 sheets of that. You also get your hook and loop dots, which help keep the flaps of the book closed, and then you get the printed copy of the instructions. So all of that's included if you get the full Interactive Waterfall Book kit. If you just get the components, you get the folding board, the hook and loop dots for the book flaps or pocket flaps, and the printed instructions. You can also get some of these things separately as well, but the printed instructions come with those components. So I've noticed one of you already said you got yours already. Oh gosh, you're going to make this one for Ireland pictures. 1,779 photos. Anna, I don't know that this is going to hold 1,779 photos, but it will hold many of them. So I think, it's a great buy. We have poured our hearts and souls into this cool project. So I just wanted to share with you how it looks when it comes. It's completely flat, and all the magic happens after you create the project. Now, I want to tell you how the instructions work. Okay, so first of all, you're going to notice that there's a QR code on there that you can use to get to the video, or if you're looking at the digital copy of the instructions, you can click on it. Then you'll begin by trimming and scoring all of the paper. Now in the video, I'll walk you through sorting the contents of your page kit and the components in the order that we'll be trimming it. You can see that there's extreme detail involved here. We will talk about the grain direction of the paper, and if you're brand new to a Club Scrap project, maybe you don't even know what that means, but I will walk you through in that step-by-step video. I've also made an update to the way I list the scoring requirements, where I've taken the score line from black to a red. So you can see which lines are cut lines, which the dash lines are score lines, but I've made them red. So it's a little bit easier to see how that works. So you'll be trimming. We're gonna do this in the first part of the video. Again, I have that chapter listed in the YouTube video so that if you just wanna look at how I trimmed the papers or the cut aparts, I'll have that for you in these steps. They're written. So if you're a reading person, or if you're a visual person, an auditory person, however you learn, I have this all planned for you. Now, as you're trimming, I'm going to be having you organize with an accordion pocket file. This is something that is not required, but a lot of Club Scrap members have this. This is something that you can make with one of our kits. I have a video, of course, to make this as well, where we will talk about grain direction and make this fabulous little file folder. And in all honesty, I have researched having these manufactured, but so far I have not been successful in finding a manufacturer. So you will be the manufacturer if you purchase this little starter kit or a kit to make this. I have a video that goes with it, and you've got 4 pockets. Now what's really nice about these pockets is that as we're trimming all of these papers, it will tell you which pocket the paper needs to go into, whether it's scored or just trimmed. Every piece that you cut has a roll. So this piece right here, pocket page panel, pocket B. A folio panel goes in pocket D. So everything is organized. Rather than having to sort out, 100 little pieces of paper, I have it all planned out. Then the next part of the video, we will say we're working just in pocket A in these first 11 steps. And that'll be the outside cover assembly. So everything from the A pocket will be turned into the cover. And then from the B pocket, everything for the inside pages. From the C pocket, the waterfall pages, which I'm going to show you shortly. And everything from the D pocket is the folio assembly. Will you be using CS paper for that? If so, which kit? I have it used. Yes, I'm using this. This is what it makes. If you get the full kit, it's using the Tunisian Tiles kit. So let's take a look at that finished book I can show you. So remember I said pocket A, that's going to create this whole outside cover, including the printed papers on the outside, not the little cut apart there, but the printed papers on the outside cover. And this little decorative paper right here is trimmed, and this whole pocket, okay, including the flaps with the hook and loop closures. So those are the things that we will make in the first part. So if you find that you'd have a small swatch of time, maybe 20 minutes, you can trim and then make the outside pocket. When you come back later, pocket B will be ready for you to create another section of the book. So if you need to do this in fits and starts during your newborn's nap time, you can make that happen. Okay. Oh, which kit is Anna using for her Ireland picks? Well, we did have a Plaid About You kit that would be perfect if anyone can get their hands on that one. It is now sold out, but otherwise I would just even say this could be beautiful, or anything with a lot of gorgeous greens and blues is going to look so nice in contrast with those. I'm sure you have a lot of beautiful blue skies, maybe, or foggy skies. You never really know. Okay, so pocket B, as I mentioned, we would be making these inside pages. So each of the books, no matter which kit you use, will have the same type of scattered edge. It's like an off-centered edge page. And you can see that I've already added pictures to the photo mats here from my trip to, this is in Sintra, Portugal. I mean, seriously, I think this, oh, it's just so perfect. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Oh yes, there is a pocket page, and I'll walk you through this whole hinge system, how to make the pocket, and then we have the insert for the pocket, which I've already added photos from my Pina Castle tour. And you know, there's a little seam down in the bottom here, and if I were to redo this, my friends, if you're here watching this video, here's a little free tip. I would put the little flap on the outside rather than on the inside of the pocket. That is something that you just kind of learn by doing. Either way, I think this turns out really cool, and it's okay if this like shows out a little bit higher, because then your viewer knows to look for it. You'll have another one of those just folded pages. Once again, the page is plain on the back and print on the front. So then I really decorated the inside of this, and wow, I mean, I just love how the pictures are complemented here. So much room for pics. I need to still add my journaling to this. And then, like, if you have a lot of vertical pictures, which in this case I did, I simply use these side pockets, these two half pockets, as a vertical photo area. And then you can pull out, I continued with my vertical theme. I had a lot of vertical, but I mixed it up a little bit. Okay, this is, you know, all trimmed out, and you can put everything on both sides. I mean, seriously, there's a lot of real estate. I confess I haven't counted the number of pictures, but you get the idea that it does hold a ton of pictures. And here too, I've mixed up horizontal and vertical, and I think it just makes it all the more interactive and fun. Then you have the back side of the pocket where I added more pictures. This is the famous Francesgenia sandwich that Portugal is known for. And then you have the amazing upgraded feature of the waterfall. Let's see if I can get rid of the glare here. So you can get the idea of how many pictures can go in. And I still have room, I can make notations on the seam of the waterfall. Do not try to put a picture past the edge of the colored page here. If you bring your picture too high, it will trap the page and you won't be able to bend it. Don't ask me how I know this. And yes, Porto, Lisbon is kind of all in this book. Tons of pictures here on the waterfall. Probably my favorite feature. Then in addition, remember I pulled the little folio out of this really fun pocket. So here I have the folio. So this, I could have put a picture here. Maybe I still could. Stopped. Of course, you know, if you know me, you know I love cheese. So this was my favorite little cheese shop outside of our hotel. Beautiful buildings covered in the tiles that Portugal is known for. We got a piece of signed artwork here. I mean, such great memories, all in this coffee table book. So tons of options here for lots and lots of photos. I did just choose my favorites. I went through my 1,000+ pictures from Portugal and picked my favorites. I also added pictures from the trip to another set from the Tunisian Tiles page kit that I just made the standard scrapbook pages. But that is this version of the book. Now, before I show you a few others, I want to just tell you what supplies I use to make it in addition to this little handy organizer. And again, this is optional. You could use piles, you know, have your 4 piles or 5 piles you'll end up having. But what's nice about this is it just uses a little bit less horizontal space. Everything is vertically in these little pockets, and it's right next to your trimmer base. So I'll show you how that works. So you'll have your trimmer, and if you are going to be trimming folding board, you do need a nice trimmer. This is my favorite. It's not that expensive. I do have them here at Club Scrap. Karen, if you get a chance, I'm sure she'll link this for you. If you're looking for a good trimmer with a self-sharpening blade, I've never sharpened this blade, and I'm using it to the point where I've used it so much for so many years of daily use that I've worn away some of the screen printing here. And then this just fits right under the trimmer and it holds it vertically. Okay, other tools you'll need. This is an optional one, but I do use an envelope punch board, and that is to make the little, let me quick show you, in the pocket pages. Do you see this little dip in here? And then also over on these half pocket pages, I punched that right through, right to the photo too. So I punched 3 layers here, one at a time. But that's where I used it. Not another book, I didn't use it at all. So that's what I mean. This is optional. It does also have a built-in corner rounder on the other side. So this side is the notch and this side is a round. Otherwise, you can use our 3-in-1 corner rounding punch. You got 3 radii here, and I did round a lot of corners. Like even if I go back, I keep referencing back to this, but like on these waterfall pages, I rounded the corners of the page itself and the photo. And it just kind of, sometimes the corner can get kind of dog-eared when something's going to be handled a lot. So you can see all of these corners are rounded. Even on the folio, I rounded all those corners. Let's see. I also used our Club Scrap grid ruler. That comes in handy. We have a little bit of measuring to do. Another critical item is the score pal. I did use that quite a bit. It comes with a little tool that you can use to score, but I tend to use a stylus tool to just engage with the channel and bring it back. And I will give you special tips for how to score folding board. Well, I'll give some to you right now. First of all, the folding board has to be scored in the grain direction that will allow it to bend the best. So I'll guide you in that area, but when you are scoring folding board, I mentioned the ruler. I put it here. Let's say I want to score this at 5 inches. If I put the ruler on the board and I engage at that 5-inch mark, the ruler can act as a guide. And I know I've seen in classrooms sometimes students really do struggle with the score pal in general, even just with regular cardstock. A ruler like this at your measurement that you're scoring can really, really help guide that tip if you're just not feeling comfortable. And maybe as a transition, maybe you'll grow to be more comfortable with it. But hopefully this will, I mean, this is a really necessary tool for projects like this. We're going to be scoring in lines 1/8 of an inch apart. So you really want a good scoring tool. I also use a bone folder, scissors, pencil. I mean, these are basics that you probably always have in your supply kit. And then our bookbinding glue is dispensed from the needle tip applicator. I never use it directly from the nozzle pretty much in this entire project. It's just all a small amount of glue holds that whole book together, which is kind of a miracle. All right, I'm going to get rid of this, but I just want to point out that all of these supplies fit really well in a shoulder tote. So if you happen to be attending a crop or something and you want to work on a project or projects over the weekend, you could literally just have this little pile. I'll add the score pal to it. This fits in a little tote bag, all of this, right? And then you grab your kits and your instructions, and you have everything you need to keep yourself busy for an entire 3-day weekend. You can make multiple books, kind of like what we did around here. So let me show you the other one that I made. Oh yes, using the ruler on the scoreboard is a game changer. I'm so glad you were here to learn that little tip. It's a wonderful tip. Yes, a CS tote bag. We have done a lot of those in the past. Maybe perhaps in the future we can look into another nice one again. I really love the one that we had, oh, maybe 15 years ago. I still use it. This beautiful book was made with the Tie the Knot kit, another newer collection that was released last month. I did use a corner rounding punch, like you can see it on the little tabs. Yes, basic tools, plenty easy to pack. I'd like to hear that, Patty. You're not overpacking, because doing that just kind of adds to the chaos, right? Look how pretty this folio is, and just imagine it. I'm going to give this to my friend whose daughter is getting married this summer, and she is going to absolutely love this as a gift. Or she could just hand off the pictures and I'll help her get it done, because sometimes, you know, they don't know what to do with it, right? But you can get so many lovely pictures in here. I just think this is so beautiful. And black is kind of a trending wedding color these days. Lots of room in here. And the cut aparts contain those sweet little tabs, so I just was able to add them. This is the groom page. Once again, I can go vertical on this or horizontal, and then the gorgeous alternating color little waterfall pages where I added some of the excess cut aparts. Basically, there are some floral cut aparts on the sheet, and I cut them in half and aligned it with the outside edge. Donna, it's okay that you're late. You're going to be able to watch the replay and join us for the chat right now, so that's awesome. But that's the other half, see? It's just kind of a clever way to use an extra cut apart if you have them for the waterfall. Now, one of the things about adapting page kits to these projects is that you'll want to decorate the outside first. So whatever element you want to use on the outside cover, that should be the thing you select first. I did the same thing here for my Tunisian Tiles book. So this was the one I decided for the front cover. Then I'm safe to use everything else from that cut apart set inside the book, okay? Can I put the waterfall vertical? Like all the pictures in the waterfall could be vertical like this way. Yes, of course. That would be a great idea. You know what, Donna? I think I would have done that for my Portugal books. And I had verticalitis when I was in Portugal, apparently. So if you have a lot of vertical photos, 100% yes, go vertical. Okay, let's see what else Karen did. Now, Karen was developing this project for me ahead of time. She's the one who thought the waterfall in the back would be a genius idea. Oh yes, Green-Eyed Cat, you've got the red one, the burlap one, and the black and white one. Yeah, I'm using the red and black one still from like the late 90s, I think. Can anyone name this kit? This is Lotus. This is Lotus. Isn't it beautiful on this? I love it with the contrast of the black. We have the woodcut right on the front here. Printed, there is a strip of paper that will be a scrap that will be the exact width it needs to be to go onto the flaps. Love that. Karen used the koi fish. I think these are on sale right now, if I remember correctly. These koi, oh, they're so pretty. They're like a metal charm. Live life, take pictures, relive memories, repeat. Oh my gosh. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I will tell you that in the instructions for the Tunisian tiles, I don't go into how everything was embellished. I mean, that's your creativity. However, at the end of the video, I do give a detailed tour of, so if you wanted to like stop on this page during the video, then you can like say, oh, I see what she did there. You can replicate things. Those are metal charms too that came in the kit. So again, any Club Scrap page kit you can use for this project. Notice there's no little hole in the top. See, again, it catches on that little seam there. That's my one design thing that I would change to get it down in there. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, you get the idea. And then we have another single page. We have our half pockets with the pieces you can pull out. I love how interactive it really is. And then, yes, you can arrange things any way you wish, horizontal or vertical, however you like. No corners are rounded here on this, but it's either way, you know, and even if you decide later you want to round the corners, you still can. That was Lotus. So grab that kit before it's gone. Then we've got architectural elements. Oh, look at that. I remember that kit had the dazzles, the dazzle borders that Karen used, and these sweet little metal corners. I helped pull orders last weekend. I saw a lot of these going out the door. They're so pretty. If you have another trip, I think this would be lovely also for Ireland, to be honest. Oh, Karen just added a little hook and loop dot to keep that closed. That's clever. Oh, that had the handmade paper too in the kit. All the ribbon is there for you to use as well. I didn't use a lot of ribbon in my books, but that's also going to be included in that kit. Your single pages. Oh, you know, when I finish the structure itself and I'm putting all of the cut aparts and photomats and embellishments, I call that gilding the lily. And that's probably my favorite part of this, is just finishing it. Here, look how Karen adapted the cut aparts here to make her title fit the book. So again, the cut aparts are really designed for 12-inch scrapbook pages, but Jacqueline is very careful about how she stretches out the titles and other embellishments so that you can adapt it easily. to little handmade books like this. This would be lovely for Paris. Yes. And again, I alternated my pages. Karen put them 2, 4, and 3. You can do it's your own book. All right, that was architectural elements. Can you tell we were having fun with this project? All right, this is Harbor Town. So sweet. If you've been on a cruise like in Norway or Denmark, the fjords, oh, wouldn't this be just perfect? I know that all of those colors would be so lovely. Oh my goodness. I hope one of you does this and uses it for your Norwegian cruise. That'd be so lovely. Or a beach vacation. Or how about Disney? These lovely primary colors would be beautiful. Oh, isn't that fun? Of course, you have your little page you can slide out. You will never have this day again. Make it count. I love that. I can't decide which paper kit I want to use. I'm liking them all. That's the idea, Helen. You're welcome. See, seriously, I every kit in the warehouse, I want to go and make this. It would just be so lovely. I love those little fold outs. And then, oh, this is fun, Karen. I love we had the little bottle caps in there with the epoxy stickers and then round artwork on the cut aparts. I think this is when, this may have been the first one that Karen did when she was figuring out how to adapt the instructions to accommodate the paper and scoring and the score line direction for the waterfall. I have one last one to show you, so thank you all for hanging in there with me while we take this fun little tour. I've never done anything like this show and tell before, but I did want to have a mid-month get together with you all so I could practice on working through some technical things. This is with the Starry Night kit, and this too had some dazzles that were really fun. Oh, I love that. I think those were in the kit. We got the folio here, pulling out the gorgeous decorated. Oh, I love the yellows. This would be lovely for a cruise as well, I think. We do have the Aurora Borealis happening around here in the northern part of the country pretty frequently. Be so pretty for that. Yes, Pam, multiple versions of the project. It is inspiring, isn't it? And I have to tell you, Lisa Dozell, she made one with the Vines collection, made a video of it for me, and I'm going to share that video with you as well. Yes, Starry Night, so, so beautiful. Any formal occasion too, I think would be really fun. What about prom or homecoming dance, something like that? And then like the cut aparts also contain those journaling prompts so that you can make sure you get your notes in. And then here you've got oh, this is highly embellished in here. Well done, Karen. I love it. Oh, let's dance beneath the stars and forget the world. This could be nice for a wedding as well. You are my sun, my moon, and all my stars. So, so fun. Yes, I'm really glad we took the time to highlight this this fun project because, look at this. Look at this creative output here. One little project, one set of instructions, one workshop video, and so much potential. Okay, I'm back. Well, I feel like our technical problems have been resolved, and I think I know what caused it, and it was my fault because I had too many apps open on my phone. My photos tend to be the 7 grandsons outside, maybe Happy Camper remix or Woodland remix. Yes, that would be a fabulous substrate for all of your boy adventures. And keep your eyes peeled for future collections too. That may be really good for that as well. Yes, Karen, thank you for the reminder. Be sure to share what you make on the Club Scrap chat group on Facebook. So we have the Club Scrap Facebook page, and we also have a private chat group. It's basically just private, so we can kind of control who shows up and posts there. And you're all welcome to join us at that chat group. And oh, Patty wants some hints. Oh, those hints are going to be coming before you know it. Yes, Jenny. But just if you have boys, I think you're going to be a really happy camper. It has nothing to do with camping, but we do have a happy camper kit. Anyway, back to the Facebook private chat group. All you need to do is go to Facebook, find Club Scrap Chat, and then request to join, and we'll get you all hooked up. And that's where you're going to be able to interact with all of the members and non-members too. You're welcome to join as well and see what we're creating with our kits. The nice part is if you're inspired by something and the kit is still available, you can go and get it and make it. I love that. Okay, I think I've gone on for 30 minutes here, and I just appreciate you all for joining me on this fine summer day. And now perhaps it's time for you to get back to work, or maybe if you're in another part of the world, get to bed or have dinner, wherever you are. Thank you so much again for joining me today. I really appreciate all of you, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel so you don't miss my next live. I'll see you soon.